Treats, where the books are spicy and the hosts are spicier. I'm Pixie.
And I'm No-No, and we're your smut-obsessed hype squad.
Dark romance.
Check.
Bully romance.
Oh, you bet.
Reverse harems so extra even we can't keep count.
Yup.
Grab your fan or your fire extinguisher because we're bringing the heat and probably a few bad decisions.
Us?
Yeah. I know, shocking. So shocking. So for those of you who missed our trigger warning label posted prior to the start of the show, rude. This show is for entertainment purposes only. It is for those of you who are 18 and older. For a complete list of triggers, see our website. If you don't think you can handle the heat between the sheets of our book talk and are not 18 and older, this is your chance to exit the show. But don't worry, the episodes will be available for you to come back and watch when you're all grown up. Okay, if you're still here, you must obviously meet the required qualifications of our show, and welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
I do, before we get started,
Okay.
I have a correction from episodes 1, Did You Know? I know. It's devastated me when this happened.
Okay.
Yes, when in episode 1, when I mistakenly informed everyone that author Sam Mariano wrote the book Because of You at age 18 while in college. That was her first novel. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was actually Untouchable. Untouchable, the book we actually talked about in episode 1.
What was her first?
That was her
in
college, her first book ever. And I'm super pissed at myself because doing all the research and digging and stuff, and I'm looking up all this stuff to do my Did You Know, and I was so excited that I found this book, and I was shocked. I'm like, how did I miss this book? Well, I fucking didn't. Because you know what? Fuck you, AI.
Fuck you, AI. That should be one of our,
Every episode,
themes.
fuck you, AI.
Fuck you, AI.
Because, AI told me that Sam wrote this book, and I was like, whoa, that's amazing. And I didn't even bother to, go further than that. I just immediately was like, we are going to have to find this book.
Because you're like, the internet knows everything.
Yeah, apparently. Because I was so wrapped up figuring out all the other things I needed to do for the show that I missed that. And I just stupid.
That makes me laugh.
Right? So my bad, lesson learned. And then I feel bad because I hope no one else spent all this time trying to find this book. I'm sure there's a book out there because of you, but it was not written by Sam Mariano.
Is it bad that I kind of hope they did? That they spent the last 4 weeks looking for this book
really,
from Sam Mariano?
Fucked up. That is
doesn't
coming out
exist.
of your mouth that you're hoping people
It
wasted
just kind
time.
of makes me happy to know that they might have been doing this for 4 weeks.
Yeah, I would like to keep an audience and keep them coming back. Not people who are like, fuck, these people don't know shit about shit.
I feel like we need to, text her, because I'm sure we have her number somewhere, right? And be like, can you write a book with this title just so we're not lying assholes like AI?
Unfortunately, if I had her number, I would probably have a restraining order against me because she's just like
email her, right?
Bree, she's another one that I'd be licking her shoes.
I mean,
like you eating her out.
I would get on my knees for her, but I'm not a shoe licker.
Yeah, you're just gonna go to town, downtown.
I'm not saying that I would.
You will give her head, and I will join you. I so would join you. I would probably eat her ass.
In college she wrote
all the same
Untouchable.
All the same stuff I reported in the first episode is true, except the book title.
Untouchable was her first book.
Yes, and it wasn't polished. It wasn't planned. She just wrote it organically. Had no expectations for it becoming a hit at all. She just kind of at age 18 years old.
Her first book. Yeah, that was the book that started it all.
Yeah,
for us.
If you haven't read Untouchable by Sam Mariano.
If that's her beginning, where is her ceiling?
I don't know.
Good God, that's frightening.
No. Yeah, well.
Don't even say Calvin. Don't even say it.
She went darker.
Oh yeah, she really did.
Darker, and that
she channeled her inner darkness.
Because Descent by her is just a grown-up version of that. It's so hot.
No,
but yeah. So that was just the start of her world of being introduced into the whole dark romance and morally gray characters. So I just wanted to get that out there that I had made a blunder. Fuck you, AI. I'm not going to rely on that shit no more.
Fuck you, AI. That's going to be added into our podcast. That's a new thing.
It's my new
Can we get shirts?
Yes.
Fuck you, AI.
But at the same time, I don't really want to piss AI off. I want to be friends with it when it takes over.
No. Damn the man. Save the empire.
I mean, because it's going to take over. I've seen some movies.
I'm sure.
I mean, read some books too.
What podcast are we talking about here?
Sorry. Off topic. So that being said, last week we talked a lot about the J. Bree series, The Bonds That Tie. Today we're going to carry on with the J. Bree theme and reach into her criminal underworld, the depths of Hannaford Prep. Woohoo! Hannaford Prep!
I liked it. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. I liked it, but the Bonds has my heart.
The Bonds have your seat, and I really liked Hannaford Prep because that's the one that started it for me for J. Bree. That's what introduced me to J. Bree's world, Hannaford Prep.
Oh, so not the Bonds?
No, because Bonds came out after.
Okay.
And I just absolutely loved it. So. Hannaford, so after we talk about this book series and all of it, all that it entails, because it entails
so much.
We're going to talk about, for us, your lovely hosts, joining the 12, if we were to join the 12, what our gang name would be, what our skill sets would be, and who would have our backs at Hannaford and the Docks, which I am so excited to hear what the hell you came up with.
I kind of have a feeling I might know what you came up with.
I don't know if you really will.
Okay.
I think you might be surprised.
Your Bond group threw me a little bit.
Obviously, because, one of them's in my Bond group, so duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Why? I don't know. Why? I don't know.
So,
whatever.
One thing I gotta say about J. Bree is that she writes extremely strong characters, all of her characters. She doesn't have any characters that don't stand out. They all can virtually stand on their own. All of them. They could all have their own books, I think. And her female leads are all right there. And none of them are the same. So you have Oleander from The Bonds That Tie, who's extremely strong and powerful in this book. And then you have Eclipse Lips Anderson in the Hannaford Prep series. Both strong female lead characters, but both very independent. Like, they're not the same type of...
No.
You know what I mean?
Very different, yeah.
Very different. So, when you start the book, the prologue of book 1 just drop out, you don't even know if you're reading about a girl or a boy.
Very true.
At all. And it's this individual who's like 13 years old taking on 30 adult men in this, what they call the game. And it's to the death. And at the end, this 13-year-old's the one that's left after delivering the killing blow with a rock to the head of this individual.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're done, all the cloaked figures of the remaining 12 members from Mounts Bay, California, which doesn't really exist. I looked it up. Unless AI's fucking lying again.
I wouldn't trust AI at all at this point.
Actually, I looked it up way before AI came out.
Okay, good. Good to know.
When Hannaford Prep came out and it talked about Mounts Bay, California, it was like a Google search and looking at California maps, and there's no Mounts Bay.
Okay.
Anyway, it takes place in the Bay, so it's in the Bay Area.
Okay.
So some specialized made-up place.
It talks about like the docks and
So anyway, the remaining cloaked figures of the 12, who all have a gang name or whatever named after an animal, correct? The the most powerful two of the 12 is the jackal and the crow. Mm-hmm. And the jackal is a total piece of shit. Let's just put it out there. He's a huge piece of shit.
You don't know that right away either because she's so seemingly attached to him.
Correct. They're like bonded together because he was her shelter. He was her protector. He took care of her when her mom died and she was raised in foster care and all this other stuff. He was there with her and he took care of her. He taught her. He sponsored her in the game. But again, we don't know it's a female at this point. So, but he steps forward because he seems to be like the spokesman of the 12 because he's an arrogant ass, Mateo. And he says, "Congratulations, you've won the game," something like that.
Right.
You know, what do you want to call yourself? And she's contemplating in her head like, I'm taking over for the Hawk. The Hawk just died. Mm-hmm. It'd be kind of weird to take over the Hawk's name. So she comes up with the Wolf, and that's how she became the Wolf of Mounts Bay. And he, anyway, goes on to the next scene, the opening scene, where she's in court. She must be like a year later. Yeah. 14-ish, 14 and a half. 15, she's emancipating herself. So she's at court with her social worker, and that's where she sees Harley Arbor for the first time, who also comes from Mounts Bay, but he's also from the mobsters' families, the O'Cronins, and she sees him and she's thinking, oh, he's a hot dude, but he's kind of not a good guy because obviously, and he must be doing drugs or dealing drugs. I mean, she's going through all the why are you in court thing, and then found out he was there for boosting cars. So he gets out and she gets a scholarship to go to Hannaford Prep because she's super, super intelligent, and gets there and while in the office runs across Avery and Ash Beaumont, who are twins, and their older brother, Joey. He's a year ahead of them in school. And at this school, they stay in the dorms.
Because that's how the rich kids do it.
That's how the rich kids do it. They stay there in the dorms. And it's just right out the gate, she's just totally judging them with the whole Jesus Christ. Because they're like, here's my black card. I'm not sharing a room. Give me a single. And they fall all over themselves. Sure, absolutely. Here's your single room. What else can I do for you?
Yeah.
He's sucking off. Like, I mean, you're just the whole time, you're like totally with her going, yeah, fucking rich people, So, and she's totally pleasant or whatever, and then they sneer at her and like looking at her down. You're like, oh, fucking rich people, the hot rich people. Okay, right. I can get on board. This see where this is going. They leave, and
she doesn't make her sound super hot at first, huh? Like,
doesn't make who sound hot?
Lips, like Bree does not make lips sound super attractive.
Average,
yeah,
no. I just went off the cover. I figured that was probably.
But then you just realize that she's never going to see herself like that. Yeah.
Oh God, no, because she's broken. She's been physically tortured. Like so much shit happened to this poor kid. Talk about a strong individual. This is a strong individual, and this is why. I'll get into this in a minute, but that's a whole other thing when I was doing research. But then she, later on dining hall or something, that's where she sees Harley, who is the cousin to Ash and Avery, with them. And she's thinking, oh, Christ on a cracker. How did this loser get in here? Like, he's such a criminal. How did he get in here?
She's like, oh, scholarship too?
Yeah, you're a scholarship kid too? And he's like... how insulting is that? Gross. And she's like, okay then. And then she hears all the teachers and everyone talking about, oh God, I don't want to deal with Morrison kid comes back and all the panties being shoved under his door and shit. And she's just like, what the fuck is wrong with this school? Like, God, I just want to get my education and get the fuck out and, move on with my life. She just really wants to get out of the docks. And like she does major jobs, and she's a killer. She's a skilled killer with knives, and she's amazing. But of course, nobody knows this about her because she's very reserved, keeps to herself. And then at some point, I don't know how many weeks into the school year, the bullying is going on because Avery is on the hunt to get this chick kicked out of school every turn.
Because Avery runs the school.
Avery runs the school. She runs the faculty. And everyone's a sheep, and everyone bows down and runs and, plasters themselves to the wall. She reminds me of, like, Miss Hannigan in the Annie movie, or the Wicked Witch of the West, and everyone's, like, scampers away. That's what I envision, with an Avery. But she's very refined, like, you just don't fuck with her. And they're richer than God. Yeah. They're from old money. They always refer to the old money. The old money and the new money, and those type of people in these books. So they're old money. Like
I would just like any money.
Yeah, I would.
But whatever.
Too.
Okay.
Like, any money would be good.
Yeah.
Any money, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And then Harley, his money, he's an orphan because kind of. They keep calling him an orphan, but he's really not. His mom was just so tortured by his dad's family that she's mentally broken and now in a mental institution. But his dad was murdered. So he's taken care of by Avery and Ash, but their dad, because Avery and Ash's mom's dead, and their dad is a psychotic piece of work. So Avery and Ash take care of him and support him with all of their major money, right? And then all of a sudden, in rolls Blaze Morrison.
Not a fan.
You're not a fan.
Not a fan. He's too whiny.
Too whiny. He is
too emotional.
He is the rock god, and this is the one that the teachers were all rolling their eyes over, like, oh God, they could do without him because everyone fangirls over him. And he's also best friends with Ash and Harley and Avery, and Lips was not aware that the Morris they were talking to was Blaze Morrison, the rock god that his music got her through every piece of trauma in her entire life. So she got tongue-tied and just like, when you see, like when I go to book conventions and see my authors and I'm just like,
oh, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, it's a little the same. And, she does that. So then, of course, she gets bullied for that. Like, oh, my God, the stalker, blah, blah, blah. And so it's constant torture for her from one thing to another. From the one time she leaves and she comes back to her room and they had painted her entire room black. Literally everything under the sun in her room was black.
Books, everything.
Clothes.
Everything.
She said that when she turned the one light bulb in her room, it just like ate all the light. Everything was so pitch black. And the second time when she went in there and they had poured piss on everything in her room. Like, that's the kind of torture she was going through. And then Joey Beaumont had the ongoing bet on who could fuck her first.
Right. Because they figure she's a Mountie slut.
Yeah, because all the Mounties in Mounts Bay are all whores. They've all fucked everyone under the sun. So she's got to be a whore. And that was the thing. So the just kept growing, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And, she's a virgin, and nobody knows it. They all think she's a whore, so she's constantly being called a slut. She's constantly being propositioned. It's just one thing after another on this girl. And she's just like, I just want to do my schoolwork and get the fuck out of here. And then, Avery even drugged her at one point on taco night and then locked her in the senior's bathroom and then reported her for being drunk. And, of course, she's constantly had to use the jackal to get her out of this mess because although Avery had all the staff under her thumb, the jackal had them even more under his thumb, which they didn't know. So she would just give him a call and be like, I need help. And
she's got to call in favors. Always favors. You'll hear this term a lot. Favors.
Oh my God, the favors.
Yeah.
Tell them how the favors came about.
Well, the favors, so what they did is they didn't want to necessarily trade in money, the 12. And so what they did is they traded in diamonds. And so a diamond, you whatever color you have, because each gang or each animal has their own color, you get that color of diamonds. And so that's how you trade. You traded diamonds. So not money, you call them favors. And the favors are actually diamonds. So you have to give a diamond to give a favor. Or if you want a favor, like if you do someone a favor, they have to give you a diamond for it. And she ends up with a shit ton of diamonds.
Yeah, I think she
comes into the school.
Yeah, I think she had like almost 50.
I mean,
like
you think she's poor. The way she talks, she's poor. She's like, I can't afford, more than my
she
3 uniforms.
Bag, and that's literally all she has.
You think she's poor, and then you start to find out she's really not. She just has a plan.
Millions of dollars in diamonds
with her.
Yeah, because of these favors. Yeah, insane. Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's off the hook. So, yeah, I just unbelievable how it's just constantly one thing after another. And so she's calling in those types of favors. And sometimes they did, pay for jobs. And sometimes like, do you want a favor? Do you want to pay? What's the trade-off here for whatever job it is you're doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Like, I'll give you what Mateo or the Jackal would like to be like, I'll give you this one. But yeah. So he wanted a lot more from her than diamonds. So.
Yeah, his end game was to keep her, and basically by having her as his, you're mine. Everyone's favorite, mine.
I do love that word.
He would eventually just have 2 seats on the panel of the 12, so he would dominate. Like there's whatever he said goes, because Lips would have to side with him, because if he wanted something, her and whatever. And she never wanted to grow an empire, so she had no inductees or whatever. There was only like 3, her, the tiger, the coyote, I think, were the only ones who did not have any inductees at all. Everyone else had inductees and some sort of gang with them, members. And they all have tattoos, invisible tattoos. So you had to use a black light to see their tattoos. And that's how they got into their special meetings and their clubs and stuff. And so anyone who they inducted would, a torch would be shown on them to see their tattoo, to see who they represent, right?
Which she never wanted to do.
Yeah, she didn't.
She's like, I'm going to school. I'm getting out. I don't ever want to be a leader of the gang, because that's not me.
Yeah, she absolutely, her whole thing, she actually wanted to leave the country.
Yeah.
She
was going to
college,
escape. Yeah.
To get some kind of degree that would give her enough money to just support herself.
Well, she had in diamonds, but whatever.
Yeah, because she, you know how people who are fat and they get really skinny and they always just think they're fat all the time? Same thing with her. She was like poor as shit, but had, I think, millions of dollars, and just still thought she was poor.
But she was like, the things I had to do for those diamonds, I can't just cash them in for money.
Yeah,
so.
she almost died for so much of that. So her goal was to, once she graduated college, was to just leave the country and get the hell away from all of it.
Be done.
Yeah, so she was pretty amazing. I really enjoyed her. But by the end of the first book, she had inadvertently inducted Harley,
right, to save him
life, because she has such a big heart, and she cares when she doesn't mean to care, and she doesn't want to care, but she can't help it,
right?
And she saved Harley's life by inducting him, so he became hers, so therefore no one could touch him. And
they all wanted to touch him.
Oh, God. At that point, it was like target on his back.
Yeah.
I think it got worse. Like, she tried, and then it just backfired.
So she had to call in a legitimate favor. She gave up a diamond for him. So.
And by the end of book 3, she had given up... Or book 2? Book 3. By the end of book 2 or 3, she had given up 11 favors total to save him entirely. 11 diamonds. She had to... Basically... When I say give them up, you're giving them back to the person who you got it from, because you're cashing it back in. Saying, okay, I'm giving this back to you because I need my favors. I'm cashing in my favors. So here's your diamond back. So, yeah, craziness. So let's talk about who these main characters are.
Okay.
All right, so we have... Eclipse Lips Anderson, who is the wolf.
Hate the nickname Lips.
Yeah, you know what, I have to tell you, I hated that she went by Lips.
Yep. And she was so... She hated her middle name, which I would have preferred she go by that. Go by Starbright.
Yeah.
Go by Star, like something.
I don't have a problem with Eclipse, to be honest with you. I have a problem with Lips.
Yeah, no.
I don't even get it. Okay. Maybe she just hated her mom that much. Yeah. I don't know. But whatever. To each their own.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
Sure you're not. We wouldn't judge.
Never. So she's obviously the protagonist and a member of the 12. She's fierce, she's loyal, she's cunning, she's a survivor, she hides her vulnerability beneath a tough exterior, she's quiet but ruthless when provoked. balancing her gangster life with the desire for normalcy. Her skills, she's street smart and deadly. She's skilled in combat. Knives are her specialty. Strategy and survival. Her reputation as a wolf makes her a feared figure in Mounts Bay. Anyone who hears about the wolf, they all kind of like tremble. Like she is that well known for her deadly skills.
And even like when she runs into some of these people, like they all kind of cower away. And I'm thinking this is like a 15 scrawny girl from the way they describe her.
Yeah.
And they're all, oh, sorry. And I'm like, WTF.
Yeah. Yeah. But then later on when she's doing the training for Avery in the ring.
Makes sense. Yeah. And you kind of get it.
And
yeah.
even when she takes down Darcy in the bed. Yep. And I'm like, holy hell. And they're like, she moves so fast. Like, what the hell just happened? I wish we knew all of her moves. I'm like, me too, boo. Me too. Dang. And then you got Avery Beaumont. She's Lip's best friend and a key ally. She's the twin sister to Ash, sister to Joey, and daughter of the sadistic Joseph Beaumont Sr. And she's part of Lip's chosen family. Avery is a sharp-tongued, manipulative, and fiercely protective. Avery is a social queen who uses her charm and intellect to control Hannaford's elite. She evolves from the bully to Lip's ride or die. She is the master of social engineering. Think gossip, blackmail, and strategic alliances. Yeah, I think, I don't know if you remember, this is probably going to date me, the board game Risk.
Yes.
I think she'd be a master at that.
Yes.
I do too. Yeah.
She's really good at moving, and probably chess, just moving pieces on the board. She's moving pieces on the board always.
Constantly, yeah. She can just see things and just plan it. Yeah. She's not a physical fighter, but a planner orchestrating chaos from behind the scenes. And we have Ash Beaumont. My beloved Ash.
He's too grumpy for me.
Yeah, I like it.
He's so grumpy.
He's so angry. He's not grumpy. He's just angry.
You want some of that, like, anger sex or what?
Had more than 70 bones broken in a year and 15 trips to the ER. I'd be pissed too.
Yeah. He's... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
He's so dark.
Not a fan.
He's so dark. So he's Avery's twin, Harley's best friend and cousin, and one of Lip's love interests. Son of Joseph Beaumont Sr. and Joey's brother. He's brooding, volatile, and posh. He really is posh.
A little too attached to his sister, if you ask me. But I guess that's a twin thing. I won't know until I get some. So show me.
Super protective, though, for reasons.
He is, yeah.
For reasons which we won't disclose, but
I mean, read some of these books. See what you think.
Read them.
Yeah.
He has a cruel streak. Love it.
No.
He's tempered by deep loyalty and his chosen family. He's a psycho with a soft spot for Lips.
Yep. And in your bonded group. Shocking.
Yes, he is. Thank you very much. Oh. He's physically strong and fearless. He's a skilled fighter who doesn't hesitate to get his hands dirty. His wealth and connections also give him leverage. And then we have...
Rich pricks.
Yes, total rich pricks. Then you have Harley Arbor, or O'Cronin. He used to be an O'Cronin. He's Lip's love interest, Ash and Avery's cousin, Blaze's best friend, tied to the Mounts Bay underworld through his criminal family. He's hot-headed, sarcastic, and ruggedly charming.
Favorite.
I'm not surprised at all. The Golden God, she keeps calling him the Golden God. Harley's a bad boy with a heart of gold for those he loves. He's fiercely independent but devoted to his crew.
Yep. Favorite.
He's brutal in a fight. Think fast and raw power. His street background gives him an edge, and he's resourceful in chaotic situations. Yes. Then you have Blaze Morrison. I love your facial expressions. Okay, so he's another one of Lip's love interests because this is a reverse harem.
Right.
He's a rock star and close friend to Ash and Harley, and he comes from a wealthy but neglectful family.
Yes, very.
Mm-hmm. He's charismatic, poetic, and laid back, very laid back, because all he does is fucking drink and get high.
You're right. And
Like,
whine. And whine about shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
He does, I mean, he spends most of his time, I think, wasted and puking in a bucket.
Yeah. And then whining about it.
Whining about it. He's playful but lethal when pushed. So remember the scene, I think it might have been book 1, when he was sleeping in the girl's room and Joey came pounding and he was fucking wasted. And he flew out that door and just wailed on Joey.
Yep.
And I was all, well, hot
Book
damn.
2.
And then when he was done, he was all, I'm gonna puke.
And then she literally holds a bucket so he's puking. The other guys roll up and he beats the shit out of some guy and then he's puking.
Yeah, and I was all,
and then he's like, it's the worst thing ever because he's a whiner.
I was just reading it going, that's hot.
And I'm all, what a whiny toad.
Oh my god. Okay, so he's agile and quick, obviously even wasted. He's handy with a gun and has a knack for diffusing tension with humor. His fame adds a unique layer to the group's dynamic.
Sure.
It offsets it.
It does. I mean, because if you really look at Ash and Harley, they're what you would think of as kind of a typical killer.
Yeah. So
posh killer type, and then you got Blaze, who's kind of the opposite over here. So,
yeah, so if you actually like lined them up or put them in a bubble or whatever, they actually really well round each other out.
It's kind of like my bonded group. It's kind of weird.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit bipolar, all over the place. Yeah.
So you have Blaze, who is the stoner, the artistic, drunk, covered head to toe, literally in colorful tattoos, and is not in any of the high. I mean, he has to work really hard to get into the high academic classes,
right?
And then you go to Harley, super intelligent, has some tattoos. He's like a fucking physical tank. Then he is. Ash, who's just, I want to say he has a tattoo, but it's near his dick, his monster dick.
Don't they all have monster dicks?
No,
all of them.
They all
like
have,
every book.
No, they have big dicks, not monster dicks. They don't have Ash-sized monster dicks.
I feel like they do.
No, not all of them.
I feel like one of our podcasts need to talk about.
Joey doesn't. Joey has a drug addict shriveled dick.
Bad guys never have big dicks.
Some of them do.
Oh, Jesus.
The jackal does. I'm assuming.
Is that why he's going to be part of your 12? And because he's a psycho? Anyway.
Maybe. Anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just funny how just different they are. Whatever. All right. Let's move on to the 12.
Okay. Let's
talk about who the 12 are down at the docks. So the 12 are the Mounts Bay criminal elite, each with an animal moniker and a distinct role. Not all are deeply explored in the main series. Some get more focus in spin-offs, but here's what we know from Hannaford Prep with their connections to Lips as the wolf. Obviously, we have the Jackal, which we've already talked a little bit about. His real name is Matteo Diardo. He's a gang leader. He has inductees. He deals in extortion, drugs, guns, almost anything.
Anything bad.
Except the skin trade. I don't think he's involved in that because someone else deals with that.
Yeah. But he was trying to get in on it.
Yeah, afterwards for sure. Then we have the Crow. He's right up there in power with the Jackal. He's known as, his real name is Atticus Crawford. And he got involved with the 12 because he was from the elite world. Excuse me. And his family believes only in an heir and a spare. And he was the third son. So his dad said, make your own way in the world, dude. So, because you ain't getting shit here. So he was like, well, fuck it then. So he went and fought in the game and won. It doesn't get into like when that occurred.
No.
Actually, it does somewhere. He came into play at the same time the Jackal did. They became the Jackal and the Crow at the same time. And I can't recall where in the storyline I read that. I don't know where that was.
Okay.
It could have been a spinoff, but whatever.
Right. Or it could be, it could be the...
Could be fucking AI.
For real, with her and her fucking AI.
I know that was before AI. I just remember reading it somewhere that the Jackal and the Crow became... That's why they're in power, like, at the same level. Mm-hmm. Because I think there were two openings at the same time. So the two that were surviving were the two that won. Something like that. I could be wrong. It was a while ago and I looked that up. But he also is Avery's love interest. But of course, Avery, none of them know that that's the Crow until book 3, like the end of book 3, when it's discovered, because Lips even does like a whole background check on who this Atticus guy is, and everything comes back clean until they just, they run into him at a gala with Avery, and Lips about loses her shit because she's like, that's the fucking Crow. Why is Lips, or why is Avery with the Crow? Like, get her the fuck out of here. And of course the Crow sees Lips and he's like, shit. So everything comes to a head at that point. And then, of course, the Crow tries to buy Avery from Lips, and that really pissed everyone off.
Right?
Like, hell no.
I mean, starts off in her massive diamonds. 3, 6.
Yeah, and shit. And, of course, that's when, like, Lips was like, oh, you're in love with her. Like, and Avery's like, I'm not leaving with you. And then she was pissed because he was trying to buy her.
Right?
And I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you, but I'd have gone. I would have. Lips, I'm going to take off. I'll see you a little bit later.
Get your diamonds, girl.
Yeah,
get your diamonds.
Get your diamonds. I'll see you at home later, girl. I'm going to get me some of this. Weird.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to go with him anyway at some point. You might as well get some diamonds for it.
Yeah, get it, girl.
Yeah.
But anyway, he does have inductees. Lucas is his main inductee.
Okay.
He's an undercover spy. It's a whole big twisted thing. He deals he's an information broker and a strategist. He deals in secrets and surveillance. He's cold, calculating, detached, intellectual. Yeah, he's kind of a D-bag. But I think that probably comes from being a part of the elite world. That's my guess. I never warmed up to him.
Okay.
That's me. Then you've got the wolf. Of course, you've got the wolf, which is Eclipse Lips Anderson. Yes. She took over from the hawk in the prologue of book 1 after his death. And she acquires her first inductee, Harley, at the end of book 1. She's street smart, deadly. She's killed combat. I think we already covered all of this. We kind of already know. That's our female main character. Yeah. And then we have the vulture. Yeah.
That's kind of a cool one. Like, just the animal.
It's fitting for this pig.
Yes.
He should have been a hog.
Oh, maybe.
Because he's a pig.
Maybe.
He is so gross.
It sounds better, the vulture, than the hog or the pig.
It does, but he just walks around with a fucking hard on and his tinting in his pants. It's just gross.
Yeah.
He's just gross. And he's just in a greasy, slick back hair. The visual that she described him, I kind of gag.
Yeah.
I just gag. He is a gang leader. He sells skin and deals in sex trafficking. And he is just a major pig. And he calls women puss. I mean, it's funny. Don't get me wrong. It's funny. But in real world, it's just gross. If you want to translate that to real world, it's just gross. And makes total sense why the butcher killed the motherfucker in book 2. Yeah. Because he sold the butcher's wife twice. Not once. Fool me once.
Yeah.
Shame on you. Fool me twice. You can't fool me a third time.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. Crazy. So then you have the Coyote. He is also a gang leader. Oh, I'm sorry. No. He's not a gang leader. He has no inductees. This is the other one.
Yeah.
He has no inductees. He's a tech genius. He's like 20 years old, so he's pretty close in age to the younger generation. He lives in a bunker. He's kind of like a hermit. And his love interest is one of Lip's classmates, Violet, who's a senator's daughter. And what I found hilarious about this guy, he's quirky.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think he would drive me nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the guy. I think he's hilarious. And I think it was funny. I think because he's such a hermit and he has the social skills.
Yeah, maybe that's why he drives me nuts.
That he doesn't really know how to act with people.
Yeah.
So he says the wrong thing at the wrong times.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really appreciated when he broke all the rules and decided to go ahead and get a wolf insignia and join the wolf.
I mean, that's kind of true.
They're like, you can't do that.
He's like, where are the rules? Show me.
I'm like, that's awesome. You're the leader of a group of the 12, the Coyote, and you've just totally jumped your own ship and joined another. It was great. It was freaking great. I got a kick out of that one. I thought he was funny. The Boar, he's a gang member. He does have inductees. He's, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he's my biker gang.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. So a motorcycle club biker gang.
Mm-hmm.
And he was later discovered to be Lip's uncle from her dad's side.
Yep.
Okay. And then we have the Bear. He's a gang member. He tends to side with the Jackal because he's kind of a D-bag.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing about this dude, though, he's the only one that deals with body disposal.
Yeah, I guess it's handy.
So if you need to get rid of someone, you go to the Bear. So he's useful for that. I think she used him in the second book when they were attacked. Her and Harley were attacked in an alley, and she killed one of the Jackal's underlings, and she called the Bear, right?
Yes, the Bear.
For cleanup. Yeah. Then we have the Viper. He's a gang member. He does have inductees. He runs the underground cage fighting and gambling. And at one point in the series, he did, I think it was probably book 4. He sought out the Crow's help to protect his daughter, but the Crow at that point had aligned with the Wolf by then. So it was the Wolf who ended up stepping in and helping. Then you have the Lynx. Oh, the Lynx. She also has inductees. She's the only other female member of the 12. She's a mafia queen. Her family has always had someone in the 12. And her brothers were pissed that she is in the 12, had won, because they now have to answer to her. Mm-hmm. And they were in lockup when the game was taking place. Because I think it was their father that was in it before, and then he had died. And when the game took place, she was the only option to play in the game to take the place because the two brothers were. So anyway, it's that story's kind of funny. But she's kind of she reminds me a little of the Vulture. She's a little dirty.
Yeah, she's like an old whore.
Yeah, she's always after dick.
Yes.
And not that.
Why are we judging her when we might be the same way?
I don't know. I think because when I envision her, she's like an old, just dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about the way she's described is just gross.
Yes.
It's just gross.
Yeah.
So, and then we have the Tiger. He's a little jumpy. He's a little bit jumpy, and I kind of get it. He also does not have any inductees, and he is like a straight-laced dude because he is an actual real-life attorney and real-life criminal attorney, and he has like a wife and kids and stuff in his daytime life that have no idea about his criminal dealings outside of his being an attorney. So he deals and protects all of his criminal people out there.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. So he lives a double life in essence. So he gets really jumpy when things start going really bad within the 12, and people start taking sides, and he's just like, why can't things just calm down and be normal?
Why can't we all just get along?
That's kind of like how I envision him. That's how I see him. But at the same, I picture him as this like scrawny little thing, but he's not, because they actually described him as like a fit dude, which I think all of them are, or at least were at one point, because they had to win the game to become a member of the 12.
Right.
So, and I don't think the tiger is old either. And then there's the fox, who does have inductees, and I don't know very much about the fox other than that at one point he threw a party that got canceled. Do you know much about the fox? I don't think they talk much about the fox.
Not too much.
I think he deals with smuggling and evasion.
Yeah.
Like moving goods and product. I think that was mentioned. And then the last one is the ox. Also has inductees, and I don't know much about that one, but I think that one is also like a brute force, like a bodyguard or someone you hire to beat people up.
Yeah.
Type of thing. That's all I know about those.
I mean, even though they're in the book, not all these are big characters. Some are very little characters, believe it or not.
They're just mentioned or whatever, but they aren't like vital to any major role or whatever. Then we have the stag. And the stag, this is number 13, even though there's 12. The reason the stag is mentioned is because the vulture is killed in book 3. And then the game takes place in book 4, the beginning of book 4, and the stag comes into play. And that is, I believe his name, I want to say his name is...
how do you say it?
Odin?
Aodan?
I want to say it's Odin.
You think so?
I don't think
the A is silent?
I do think the A is silent.
It's not like Aodan?
It could be, but I'm not going there.
Yeah, we're not doing the name thing again.
Episode. Not in this episode.
When I look at it, I always call him Aodan. Yeah.
It's Irish.
That's why I'm calling it Aodan. To me, that sounds Irish. Doesn't it sound Irish to you?
I don't know. I don't have the fucking mental capacity for that one today. I just don't. I just remember looking at it going, really?
Right. Why do you gotta make these names hard?
Couldn't we have a normal one today?
Well, they named him the Stag, so that was easy.
So thank God we just call him the Stag for the rest of the time. And he is actually Harley's cousin from his dad's side, because he's a part of the O'Cronin family, which is shitty that we ended up keeping the fucking O'Cronins. But he did, at Lip's request, kill those two assholes, Liam and the other idiot, I can't say his name. His own dad.
Yeah.
Killed his own dad and grandfather. Yep. Boom, right there. Just to like be like, all right, look, like I don't want any beef. Like, can we call it good? Yeah. She's like, well, that's a start. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Okay. Like, that was one thing I don't know how to do. Right. Like, thank you. Appreciate it. I'll remember that for later.
Like, oh, check them off my list.
Yeah. Right? So, and then there were a couple other important characters in the book that I think we should talk about. Johnny Ilium Illy, the Butcher. How could you, like, talk about the series and not talk about the Butcher? Yeah. Like, he's an enforcer for hire for the 12. And literally, he's called the Butcher because he, like, straps himself with all the butcher's knives, cleaver and everything, and is known for literally butchering people and chopping them up. In fact, at one point...
For enjoyment.
He loves it. He literally gets off on it. At one point, he actually was telling Lips that he Julianed someone, and he would send her the video because it was so cool. Yeah. And I was all... I actually visualized it, and I was like, that's so gross. I would like to see that video.
Send it to me, Ellie.
I'll take that video. I would like to see how you julienne a human being. Yeah. With a fucking meat cleaver. What kind of tool do you have for that?
A very special one.
I mean, you have to. Yeah. It's insane. Did you end up reading the spinoff, The Butcher?
I'm reading those right now. Yeah. So because I went back and read, in prep for this. And so now I'm like, okay, let me go with Avery's story and all the little spinoffs. So
Yeah. I say I did not read Avery's, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but I read The Butcher and all of those spinoffs, and those were so good.
I think you're going to need to read Avery's.
I'm going to read Avery's story.
Put it in your TBR.
Oh
I mean,
God,
I'm sure that's empty, right?
Yeah, there's not much in there.
That's where books go to die at this point.
I could probably squeeze it in.
How? How does it happen?
Sure, buddy. Yeah, no, I actually will. I do plan to, because like I said, I did start reading it at one point, but let's just fill this in really quick so I don't lose that thought. At the end of book 4, I love Avery. I absolutely do love Avery. She is a very strong individual. But what happened at the end of book 4, I felt like she became a weak individual, and it pissed me off. And then it goes into her stories, the spinoff books about Avery and her story. And I tried to read it, and she became Blaze and was whiny, and I couldn't deal with it at the time.
Okay.
At the time. I can probably go back now and read it now, but when I was done reading Hannaford Prep, I was so like, pumped up, because like, holy shit, they just did like all this massive destruction and all this crazy fighting, and it was just all this crazy shit. And then you have this Avery who's now broken and weak, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this whiny shit? Put your panties up. What is this?
I didn't get that at all.
That was how I felt about.
She was your jobby at that moment.
maybe. But she's just like, oh my God, all the things that Lips went through and I just went through. He just burned me, and I just can't take it. I'm so weak. Yeah, bitch, you are. Get it together.
Okay.
No. That's how I felt when I read it. That's why I couldn't get
Because
to
you
it.
didn't finish it. Because you don't actually know what the jackal did to her.
Exactly.
So maybe fucking finish it so you know.
I know. I was judgy. I was so fucking judgy. But it was a mood thing. At the time, I could not get past it.
Understandable.
And you know how dark I get? Like, I needed brute and angry, and I couldn't deal with the fucking crying and the whining. Like, move on. Okay. Suck it up, Buttercup. That's where I was at the time. And I'm not going on tour with you guys. I'm gonna go sulk in the thing with my cousin the stag, or whatever the fuck you were doing.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen.
I know, you told me it gets way better.
I'm just gonna tell you this from what I know of you and your preferences. You're going to eat your tongue when you read it and find out what she did. Yeah.
We're going to have to revisit this conversation.
And find out like why she's hating herself. Yeah. I can't wait for this moment.
God damn it.
Fuck you, AI!
Exactly. God damn it. That's what happens when I get mood ready, though. It sucks.
Understandable.
It sucks. So anyway, he is a friend of Lips, and he helped her get into Hannaford, and he's really trying to help her escape that lifestyle, whatever. He so fully got her back. And, you know, Lips helped save the butcher's wife, Odette, from the vulture and his god-awful schemes. So they're like that. They're like that. So they call each other, brother and sister type thing. Foster brother and sister. It's really cute. The other important, I think, player in this series is Luca. 100%, which is the crow's right hand and spy. But we don't know that.
Right.
Forever.
Because he's with the jackal.
3,
yeah.
Because the entire time, Luca is the jackal's right hand.
Yeah.
And, it's not until he breaks protocol to save Lips at virtually the crow's request that we discover that holy shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? And you're like, wow, that is some impressive shit, because the amount of shit you've seen and just put up with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know about that.
But then also he had to sit through what the jackal did to her.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah.
Like, you just sat there and were like, cool with it, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
He had a
And
bigger
the whole
plan.
Time, the whole time Lips is thinking, oh, yeah, he's always just respectful and nice to me because he thinks one day I'm going to be with the jackal and I'm going to be his boss. Nope. He was just absorbing all the information to report back to the crow like a good little recorder. What a pussy. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I don't know about that dude. I don't know how I feel about Luca.
Okay. Finish reading Avery series.
Okay, I will. I promise. It's on my TBR.
Okay. We'll talk about it in 5 years.
Yeah, probably. Oh my god. So the Lips is the wolf. How they all fit together. She's the linchpin bridging Hannaford's elite world with Mounts Bay underworld. Her main crew is Avery, Ash, Harley, Blaze. Becomes her pack, protecting her from the 12's threats, especially the jackal. The 12's dynamic. They're a loose coalition of rivals, each vying for power. Lips' youth and skill make her an anomaly, earning respect from some, like the Butcher, the enmity from others, like the Jackal and the Viper. And the main characters' role, Avery's scheming, Ash's ferocity, Harley's grit, and Blaze's charm bolster Lips against the 12. They're her shield and sword, grounding her as she navigates both worlds. So that kind of just sums it all up. Real tight little bow. Right?
Good.
I think so. So, No-No, you played the game.
Mm-hmm.
You kicked some serious fucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was brutal.
Yeah, I did.
You were out there heaving left and right, throwing shit, like kicking ass and taking names.
Yep.
And at the end, you win.
Okay.
You're standing there, chest heaving. Exactly like that. Exactly like that. And the 12 are all cloaked and around you and ask you, who do you wish to be? What's your answer?
The chameleon.
Yeah, with you. Why the fucking chameleon?
Because I'm going to trade in secrets.
Okay, so your skill set is trading in secrets.
And I'm going to just be able to blend in. And nice.
Sorry.
Party foul.
Party foul.
I'm going to just be able to blend in. People aren't going to necessarily notice me, or so they'll be comfortable to talk around me. And I'm just, that's going to be I don't need to get bloody. I don't, because I'm going to be able to trade in secrets.
So you're just going to go to major, like, elite parties and steal secrets?
I'm going to go everywhere and steal secrets. Everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
So the chameleon, that trades in secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who at Hannaford has your back?
Well, obviously I got to get in with the wolf.
Okay.
And her crew.
Okay. The whole crew?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Ash is going to be an asshole.
Even the whiny
and
Blaze.
piss me off and Blaze. But they're a family, so I need to be part of the family. I mean, technically,
okay, you fucking sheep.
I'll be 100% honest with you.
I would like that, please.
Because, like, we're doing this, you know, you're part of the, I wouldn't want to be part of the 12. I would be like the Butcher. I would be a for hire. I'd be a for hire. I wouldn't join the 12. I would have my own thing.
You don't have a choice because you won the game.
Right. So you're making me join the 12 and be the chameleon. So I'm taking the best with me. Okay. I'm taking the best.
Okay. So are you going to induct these people?
No. I'm going to do like the Coyote and kind of team up, you know?
Break all the rules.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So who at the docks would have your back?
Oh, the Butcher's coming with me somehow. I'm taking him. I'm taking him. I'm taking Aodin. I know he's part of the 12. And I'm taking the Crow, and you're going to fucking figure out why if you read the goddamn books. You're going to see. You're going to see.
I still don't like him.
I also really like the boar.
The boar? Why? Her uncle?
Yeah, there's just something about bikers.
Just because he's a biker.
I mean...
That's your thing. He's got a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all have our things.
My gang's gonna eat yours.
Sounds like the blonde thing already. Let's hear yours. Go. First of all, you just won the 12.
I just won the game.
And then the cloaked guys take off their cloaks and they're like, what do you want to be? Because that's the way they're going to sound.
I am the Raven.
Evermore? Oh, okay, go.
Name of my car, too, by the way.
The Raven? Okay.
My skills, are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm the Mind Reaper and Brutal Enforcer. Yeah, I'm gonna...
What's a Mind Reaper?
I'm getting there, you ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna break enemies mentally before physically destroying them.
I'm gonna know all your secrets so fast.
Yeah. I'm gonna use calculated violence, one brutal act to send a message.
I am shocked.
You are so not.
I'm appalled. I'm appalled that you want to fuck up someone's mind and then fuck up their body when you're done. Wow. Didn't see that coming from you.
Yeah, I'm not going to kill them immediately.
No. Why would you do that?
I'm going to let the fear fester.
You know what? You are somebody's jobby. I'm going to tell you this right now. You.
Yeah, I'm so going to let the fear fester first.
Okay.
And then I'm all for public executions or body mutilations designed for maximum psychological impact.
I just want our listeners to hear you right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm over here trading in secrets and blending in.
I want to be
She's
known as
fucking
the
killing everyone.
Walking executioner of fear. Yeah. Oh my God, there's the Raven. It's the walking executioner of fear.
And they're never going to be like, there's a command, because they're never going to fucking find me.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. I might bring you on.
As you should.
You might want to join my team.
I feel like I'm just going to be a team player for everyone.
I'm trading in
secrets.
whisperer out in the darkest circles. Hell. Jesus.
Fuck you, AI! Oh, I can't with you today.
Yeah. I'm all the psychological domination, fear-inducing violence.
And your bond group, it makes so much sense. All of it. All of it.
Probably.
Okay, so then who at Hannaford are you taking?
Yeah, so who has my back at Hannaford?
Yeah.
So if I didn't pull, like, lips, let's say, I would take her because
I feel like you have to.
I mean, for obvious reasons.
I mean, these are just people I'd want to work with, you know?
Yeah, so obviously
like the butcher. I just want to work with these people.
Right. So she kind of goes from both Hannaford and Mount's Bay. So she toes the line for both. So obviously the wolf. And we got Ash. I gotta have Ash because he's also in my bond group. So I'm fucking that guy.
Yes, you are. With his monster cock.
With his absolute monster cock. It's got a tattoo there too that says you're welcome.
Sure does.
I love that. Harley. I have to take Harley.
Yeah.
Because he's a mobster and he has little morals.
Yeah.
And he's a total brute. So, gotta have that. Because I need those people to help be the brutal enforcers.
Yeah.
I would take even Principal Trevelyan. Trevelyan?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to say that one. I don't even care.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah, we're not going there today. Not this episode. Check out episode 2. Because he can manipulate the head of the school and can manipulate other school board members and staff members. So I'm gonna need that.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring him.
That's
on
what
board.
you have Avery for, but whatever.
I don't want her. She's weak.
Oh my God.
We just had this conversation. Did you already forget, Chameleon?
Jesus,
You're not a very good secret keeper.
So are you taking Blaze?
No. I don't want the whiner who's always drunk.
I would
I would have to clean up vomit. I don't do that.
Just give him a bucket. That's what she does.
No, that's too much work. Are you ready for this next one?
Yes.
I need the chefs.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What, Avery cooks for you?
No,
you know what? Avery's cooking for me.
That's fine.
You get the chefs.
It's not even about the food.
What?
I need them to be able to poison whoever I need, whenever I need, and smuggle shit into the kitchens.
Huh.
Do you see what our... Yeah.
Okay.
I need them all on my side. But I wouldn't induct them. I would pay them.
No.
But I wouldn't induct them. I would only induct Ash and Harley, and, I can't induct Lips.
I don't want to induct anyone. I just want to work with people.
Oh, I do. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I'm done.
I'm sure you will.
At Mounts Bay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you concerned?
Yeah. You want the jackal. Yeah. I fucking knew it. I knew it.
I want the jackal.
You're deprived
I want the jackal because
of something. I don't know what.
he's powerful and has no morals. He is hot as fuck.
Were you hugged as a child?
Not really. And he's involved in everything just about, so I'll take it. He's hot. He's a hot Italian. This olive skin.
Keep going.
I'll take the bear for the body disposal.
You're gonna need it.
Yes.
You're gonna need it.
All the fucked up shit.
Yeah.
The coyote for his tech skills. All these people you don't like.
Yeah. No, he bugs me.
I'm gonna take the tiger.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a good attorney on my side. Right?
Absolutely.
And
you will.
The butcher, because anyone who wants to Julian people, I'm all for.
Yeah, I think everyone has to have the butcher. He's just great.
And he's funny.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, and he's funny. Yeah. So as far as inducting them, like I said, I would induct Ash and Harley. I'm not the principal because he's mentally weak, but I can manipulate the shit out of him.
Right.
So that's easy. And not the chefs. If I could induct all of those Mounts Bay people, I would. And I would do that because if I'm going to have these people committing crimes on my behalf, I better ensure their loyalty. So I'm gonna pay them and induct those motherfuckers.
Okay, so you want to be,
and I
want to be the leader. You want to have a gang.
Yes,
I do not absolutely want to have a gang. I just want to work with people, and I just want to blend in and live my own life.
Raven wings, physical wings. I don't care about the tattoo. They have to wear the wings, so it's really physical and apparent who they belong to.
Of course. What would your color diamond be?
Black. Black diamonds.
That's what the jackal has. Oh, you haven't read this series to know the colors.
I thought his color is red.
Yeah. His diamond, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about the color of diamond.
Right.
I didn't even think about that part yet.
Yeah.
I'd have to actually do some research on that.
But that doesn't shock me. I mean, the jackal, at some point, spoiler alert, is no more, so take the black diamonds. Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised either.
Yeah.
Didn't they kill him?
Yeah.
In the book 4?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like, oh my God. So did I miss something? Sorry. Whew.
Okay.
Would you, on these people in your gang, would you pay them or require them to tithe to you?
No. Because I'm not going to have a gang. I don't
But they're helping you and doing shit for you.
But that...
so you're only going to do the trading of favors.
Yes. I don't want to run... I'm telling you, I wouldn't even be part of the 12. I would be outside of it like the butcher.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have an animal name if I was outside of it.
Well, I wouldn't be paying Ash because I'm fucking him, so it wouldn't matter. He wouldn't need money.
Oh, you're paying him. Yeah, you are.
Oh.
In favors.
You can look at it that way. Sure. He's also paying me back.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Favors. Sexual
this
favors.
Monster cock.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Whatever. Oh my God. So, let's see. I wanted to do something with you.
Oh, Jesus. I shouldn't say that, but every time I'm just like, I don't know what's going to happen.
I want you to try to do a pitch to lips. To try to pitch yourself to lips or another member of the 12. Like, oi! Oi, Wolf! I'm the Raven, and I've got your back. Unless there's spiders, then you're on your own. Something like that. What? Yeah, pitch yourself. Sell yourself to the wolf. Make her want you. You're lucky we're out of time today.